forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Madden. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game, because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 29. That's Mike 60.
Off the play fake. Mon.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black 40. Down now. 50, Fury. 29 is Mike 29.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Mon looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go. 29 is the Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. 52.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Wangu. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike.
Bond good to throw it. Escape. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
They cannot.
It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Go. Go. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give, it's Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play action, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups. 1 yard. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better this season.
It's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing wrong with the crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a return out shy of midfield at a 46-yard line. I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, they had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make him really earn it.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tangman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nuwaglu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from some of the games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. William Jackson will pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds Jones inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but nicely covered by the defense's past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I smell it.
Back to the air. Mon. Flush to his right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got it. Hey, Green. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to get some life to your sideline.
They'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 48 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. They run once more with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ready. 33. Hello.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Rail. Hello. Ready. Go.
Mon now off of play action. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Cobb to return. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. around the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Mike 29.
On second and a couple. Mond. And a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mike 29. Hey, let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G. 29 is the Mike. Yellow, go. Hey, let's get that ball, G. Let's get that ball right here.
From the 38, Mond. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
There we go, there we go.
Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they worked from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 29 is the mic.
Now Mon. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. There's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Push him back. Push him back.
Black swap.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Bond looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Joseph's got it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time was a pretty one-play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now. And this
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Bond's going to keep this himself. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Kellen Mond from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Well, they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about